On the 10th day of Megsmas, D16 gave to, me, Cyberverse Deluxe Megatron. I actually was originally going to talk about Earthspark Megatron, and then I realized, oh wait, I already did a review on him. I reviewed all of Earthspark Wave 1. So, yeah, I've never talked about this version of Megs, though. I really enjoy Cyberverse Megatron, and I really wish we would have seen this as a repaint into Megatron X, because I thought he was even cooler, but this is still neat. It's definitely not a perfect figure. It's definitely a budgeted Cyberverse Deluxe. Like, this effect part really struggles to stay together. Like, there's, like, no real strong connecting point for that. It's a decent tank. It's a very decent tank. I feel like I'm already ripping it apart. You can kind of see, given his yoga pose, how he's going to transform. It's a very funny pose, actually. The tank doesn't really have any functionality. It's just kind of a brick. It's still a decent little tank mode, though. Definitely still decent. Alright, let's get this guy transformed. Pretty simple. Definitely not too much going on here. I really enjoyed Cyberverse. I really, really did. I've yet to finish Earthspark. I haven't really seen past, like, that first, like, half release of Season 1. I haven't even seen the second half. But Cyberverse, you know, especially since a lot of it just got posted to YouTube, was a really fun show, in my opinion. I really enjoyed Cyberverse. It just had a lot to offer, I think, for us Transformers fans. Had a lot of interesting story developments, a lot of interesting character choices, and it just felt like a better show than the Transformers shows that tried to cater to the adults, you know? And I really appreciated it for that. Megatron here was definitely a highlight of the show. I felt like his interpretation and characterization was very nice. I did modify this Deluxe Megatron. I felt like he looked super bland and boring and lame and not good. Because his face wasn't... Stop, why do you do that? It's the holidays, don't fall on me. But they didn't paint his face. It looked really bad. It looked gray and boring and ugly, so I just made his face silver, and I think that looks a lot better. But yeah, it's a very nice design for Megatron. Very blocky, very, you know, boxy, as Megatron should be. This figure, it has a few awkward elements, like the treads sticking off the shoulders like that for certain poses. It's gonna look a little odd. But still, he poses pretty good, and thankfully he did not suffer from yellowing. All this gray plastic, and he didn't yellow one bit. He is a little loose in some places, because he is, you know, a cartoon deluxe, where he's got a lot of ball joints. Modern Legacy and some Studio Series figures try not to do ball joints, but the cartoon lines are like, whatever. They got ball joints everywhere. So this figure does feel kind of dated because of that. I mean, this figure isn't that recent anymore. I mean, it just came out, what, like 2020 maybe? I feel like it came out around that time. Still a very nice Megatron. Still one that I definitely enjoy. There was also that big, like, mega size, ultra size, almost like leader class size. Ultimate. Isn't that what it's called? Ultimate? Definitely lacked in articulation, but looked cool. Definitely looked cool. But I'm pretty happy with this little Deluxe. It scales with a lot of the other Deluxes. It's a good Megatron. It's definitely a good little Megatron. And we will put him right there for 12 days of Megsmas. We are definitely coming to a close. We only got a couple left, and I think the last two we have left are pretty cool.